This is the MRA podcast with Kyle and Kamal, where men come to talk and women come to eavesdrop. I am Kyle.
I am Kamal.
And we are helping you to understand the man you love. Let's get to the news, Kamal.
Let's get into it now.
The guy who robbed Kim Kardashian, man.
Yes.
Not a good guy, Kamal.
Not a
good dude, man. He actually blamed Kim, saying it was her fault she got robbed, dog. He said she was showing off her riches. What do you expect me to do? You out there showing what you got in all these videos, rubbing it in my face. You know I'm out here. Hey, what if Pete Davidson said the same thing to Kanye West?
Wow.
Like, you kept showing off in videos, rubbing her in my face.
They broke
you know
up,
I'm
right?
out here.
They
done, bro. Hey, they done. Yeah, Kim and Pete are done.
Yeah, so apparently big dick energy is not a substitute for the real thing.
It's not long lasting.
It's not long lasting. Big dick energy can only go so far.
It can only go so far.
And she going after another brother.
Oh, yeah. She's back.
And jokes after they giggling. It's like, you know.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, giggling was good, but I need to get
it's
back
good.
to this
I
wood.
need you to touch something.
Yeah, I need you to touch that back button.
Yo, in New York, a man and a woman were arrested for allegedly beating a McDonald's employee. They whooped his ass. Police say the couple hopped over the counter and attacked the worker after he served them their Big Macs and fries, which I see as a clear case of self-defense on the couple's part. I mean, really, dog.
You be hating on my favorite burger joint, come on. I'm not going to let you hate on our favorite burger joint. I ain't gonna let you diss our
McDonald's
favorite burger
joke in
joint.
2 months, man. It's been a while.
But I was there last week, though, just like you was, most likely. Hey, Kamal, we mentioned last week that Deshaun Watson got suspended for 11 games.
Yes.
But this week we find out that they're also making Watson get treatment. He's got to undergo treatment, Kamal.
Okay.
I think the only treatment that can really help Watson is somebody tells him to stop going to Instagram for his massage therapist. Try OnlyFans. No more Instagram, dog.
Yeah, go for the real thing, man. Go for the professionals.
Come on, man.
There's a viral TikTok trend that has people going to bed with their mouths taped shut. Yeah. You know, I guess for snoring and whatnot. So experts say that this is dangerous and does not lead to better sleep. But taping your mouth shut can lead to a better marriage. You hear that, wife?
Most definitely. 100% of the time.
You hear that, baby?
Oh, man. Hey, man, a man in Lebanon is being called a hero come out after he robbed a bank for his own money, dog.
Wow.
Yeah. Why wasn't I a hero when I took my stuff? Said OJ.
Nah. Damn. I was thinking the same thing.
Not the same, dog.
Nah, it's not the same. I mean, it's the same. But
It's the same, bro.
It's
No, fuck
different.
that. He wanted his shit back.
Yeah, it's different. Oh, you got to know that.
Yeah.
Have you heard of this guy, rapper NLE Choppa?
No, I haven't heard about it.
Nah, he's a rapper. I guess the kids think he's fabulous. I don't know. But NLE Choppa says licking armpits should be normalized during sex.
You know, I did see that. Come on. I did see that. I'm very curious of your take on that.
Yeah, well, MRA Kamal says, ugh. Fucking just ugh. NLE Choppa? Come on, man.
Oh, man.
I cannot endorse this, Kyle.
Can't endorse it. All right, man. Well, I'm going to keep it low, man. Listen, if it's on the body and it's clean, it's fair game, is my point of view. Dr. Fauci has announced his retirement at the end of the year to focus on other projects, Kamal.
Like, whoa.
Yeah, well, I believe he's really going to retire because he didn't say he wanted to spend more time with his family. See, you know, when you say you're going to spend time with your family, that's a clear cut that you'll be back in 3 to 6 weeks.
Be back, yeah. This is what I've been trying to get away from for 50 years.
Yeah, you like, nah. Hey, man, I'm going to tell you this, man. It's time for Dr. Fauci to retire because, as you may not know, he's 81 years old, come out. And he said he wants to retire before he starts to lose a step. What you trying to say? Said Biden.
I think it's too late for Biden, man. He's lost more than a step.
He's lost a couple steps.
Rapper Fetty Wap pleaded guilty Monday to a conspiracy drug charge, Kyle, that carries a mandatory 5-year prison sentence.
Oh, wow. Fetty Wap. Okay.
Yeah, and being a high-profile rapper, going to prison, Fetty's going to have to sleep with one eye open. Which might be a little difficult for the man.
Unnecessary. Oh, man, that's unnecessary. That's funny, though.
We love Fetty.
Oh, man.
As I said that joke, like something on my eye start itching, like God don't like ugly.
Y'all don't like ugly, man. Oh, man, that's funny.
God don't like ugly. I'm about to lose my eye. Bagging on Fetty Wap.
Quickly, too. Hey, Dr. Fauci wants to start writing books, come out, going on speaking tours.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. I just want to hear his intro, man. Like before he comes to the stage. You've seen him fight Ebola, swine flu, the Zika virus, AIDS, and now Corona. Give it up for Dr. Fauci. But the fans try to cheer, but they all got masks on, saying, "You're gonna be able to hear him now." Are they booing me?
That's funny. Yo, I know you heard this story, man. R. Kelly's fiance, Jocelyn Savage, announced that she's pregnant with his baby. Yeah, man. And the disgraced singer is happy. Currently serving a 30-year sentence. Kelly says that he only regrets that he won't be able to attend important events in the child's life, especially them birthday parties at Chuck E. Cheese. It's a little salty. He's gonna miss those, man. Like, I know it's gonna
Looking forward to that quinceañera, to be honest, man. Black people don't normally do that, but I encourage it around our house. Yeah, you gotta embrace all cultures,
Got to.
Oh, man. Kamal, last one for me, man. As you know, the main reasons Republicans hate Dr. Fauci is because he wanted them to wear a mask and get a vaccine. Conservative women were yelling out, "My body, my choice." You remember that, right?
Yes, definitely.
But he started back in 1984, Kamal. And back then, it was the far left that hated Dr. Fauci. Very interesting, man. Gays were mad that he wasn't doing enough to help fight the AIDS epidemic. And back then, Dr. Fauci told them the same thing. Cover up. That's all I could do for you, man. That's all he had to say. Hey, cover up. That's it.
Cover up, man.
That's it.
Cover up. He's been consistent for all these years.
He's been consistent since 84. Cover up. Cover up.
Oh, man. Finally for me, Kyle.
Yes.
In a recent interview with People magazine, former child star Tevin Campbell revealed that he has embraced his identity as a gay man.
Finally.
And to show his support, his fan base has also embraced this. 30 years ago. Come on, Tev. We've been there.
We're good. We knew.
We've been there for a while, Tev. You got to catch up with us.
We right here waiting for you to come on out, dog. We stand outside the closet like, come on, Ted, we good. Let's go. Let's get back to work.
Man. Come on, man. You and Quincy should hook up again, but man, come on, we know what's up.
We know what's up, man. Hey, man, we come back, man. We have some feedback, and then we have a post nut from a listener who tells us about a story on a date that made her happy. She did not get to nut. What happened? We'll tell you soon. It's the MRA Podcast. Hey, what's up, guys? I sure hope you're enjoying the show. If you like it, I invite you to go to our website, themrapodcast.com, and catch up on over 100 episodes that we have in store for you.
You ain't working. You might as well check us out.
And if you want some more, go over to The World According to Cheryl and check me out on Cheryl Underwood's podcast. We post content there every single day. We have her normal radio show labeled SUR, and then the Cheryl Underwood podcast, where we get into her personal business every Friday. Then on the weekends, we have the specialty shows that range from Late Night Cupcake to Auntie Cheryl's House Party to our gospel show, Spiritual Nourishment.
You gotta check out The World According to Cheryl, even though I ain't on it.
We got some feedback, Hobie.
Do we now?
Yes, the artist formerly known as Jenny from AZ, now known as Jenny from the Globe.
From the Globe?
Yeah, she said, glad you guys are back recording. Just wanted to give a shout out to the men that put it down so good. They got us smiling, singing, and dancing. Big D and Big D energy. Yeah, that ought to bring Kim back. That old Big D energy.
Okay, I'm starting to think she's not talking about me. Jenny from the Globe.
Oh, man, that's hilarious. Why can't she be, man? She sounds like she got something. Is what she sounds like.
Yeah, I know, but you know. I
Okay.
She
Well,
gave me two options. It was like a binary choice, and I didn't meet either of those standards.
Big D and Big D energy.
More of a
You got
Pete
two
Davidson
choices,
type of
Camille.
guy, man. I'm more of a funny guy.
He's funny as hell. man.
Funny looking guy, man.
They love him. He's so sweet. When we come back, man, we have a post up from a listener who tells us a story about a date that made her happy she did not get to nut. What happened? We'll tell you next. It's the MRA Podcast. According to Webster's dictionary, being in post-nut mode is when you have a clear mind and you can make sound decisions as if you just busted a nut.
Yeah, I don't know if Webster actually said that.
No, he didn't. But our listener Big Easy Q told us all about it and we can relate. Women, men. So listen, if you have a story of when you did something foolish.
In pre-nut mode.
Yeah, something really dumb. Maybe it was top crime. Especially something in pre-nut mode you don't want nobody to know about. Hit us up and we'll tell the world. We can all laugh at your expense and hopefully you'll learn from your mistakes.
Aristotle once said, the results of pre-nut mode is the best teacher. I think he said some shit like that.
Send us your stories at Dear Erby at themrapodcast.com. That's Dear Erby at themrapodcast.com. And now it's time for a post-nut mode story only on the MRA Podcast. Okay, Kamal, this one is from Grown Woman 32 in Portland, Oregon.
I like the name.
Yeah. I got catfished. Catfish. And the dude had the audacity to say, I catfished him. So I show up to the date, right? I wasn't expecting anything more than a nice lunch with this guy. He seemed nice during the whole last 4 weeks of online conversation. Damn. Well, he shows up and he has one tooth. Clear and evident track marks from drug use. And he immediately tells me he has no money to pay for lunch. But he knows I have a good job, so I should pay for lunch.
Damn.
Oh, my God. I did a 180 and got back in my car. Then he called me and asked if I'd rather him just come to my hotel so we can get the pity sex out of the way. I asked him what he meant, and he said, and I quote, "You're clearly not as cute as your pictures, but since you're so desperate, I'll still hit it." She said she hung up and asked us what WTF was that. The more I think about it, the funnier the whole situation is. I just don't get how he had the balls to assume I'm desperate. I never mentioned sex in any of our conversations. Come out. Where'd a grown woman go wrong?
I don't know if she went, well, you know, dealing with like the whole online thing, that's what you run the risk of. But
It is.
this guy with one tooth, and this is big dick energy. This is the shit, the confidence your boy just don't have. Track marks, one tooth. He's like, I'll still hit it. Like,
I'll still hit it because
I will
it's what I
still
do.
you the favor.
Yeah.
Give you the pity sex. I mean, he had no shame in his game. He was like,
None.
hey, I might be a foe, but you a two.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying? You ain't what I'm used to.
Yeah,
So,
I mean, he's clearly off though, man. I can't
yeah.
imagine that grown woman is a two. There's no way. I mean, and I don't care what you say about her. This guy's got one tooth and got track marks.
Now, here's the thing about it, man. That might not even been him typing, like, you know, because that type of guy with that type of like confidence and that type of just like that, you know, hubris.
Nah, that's a friend trying to get the friend laid.
Yeah, I mean,
That's his wife. That's his wife trying to get. That's his wife typing this shit.
His wife on her deathbed, like, baby, okay, let me hook you up.
Let me get you some pussy so you'll leave me the fuck alone.
Let me die in peace.
Oh man, that's disrespectful, man. Thank you for sending it in, Grown Woman 32.
Yeah,
when we come back, man, Dr. Fauci polarized the government and America, man. I can't believe how mad they were that when Dr. Fauci decided to retire. We're gonna talk about it next. Kamal and I will tell you our point of view. It's the MRA Podcast. Hey guys, if you're digging the show, then please tell somebody. People might say something to you like, hey man, you know what podcast you listening to? And that's when you say the MRA Podcast with Kyle and Kamal.
Or the MRA Podcast with Kamal and Kyle.
Kamal, this Dr. Fauci thing, I find it so intriguing, my man, just because I always thought he was a cool dude. Maybe because he's mellow. He might be dirty and corrupt deep down. I can't tell because he's so cool. I feel like Trump would get away with so much more if he was just cool. I guess his side thinks that, though. We made some jokes about this at the top. He's stepping down, and Man, the vitriol, the right wing is coming for that man. They're basically saying that you're going to be subpoenaed and we're going to get you. Because I guess they think that he had something to do with, he knows something about how the coronavirus really got started. I think the thing that makes me the most mad, as I alluded to in the monologue, is that the way they're talking about him, it literally sounds like when we're talking about President Trump. It's like it's like word for word. Ted Cruz going off, like all these people going off, man. Kamal on my man, like he really did something crazy, man. What's your take on it, bro?
Well, thing about it is he's been at his job for
54 years.
54 years. Okay,
Yes.
He's been at the same damn job.
It's a long
He
time.
has been apolitical. He's been working for several presidents, past 5
Lyndon
or
B.
6.
Johnson. I think Carter was next. Reagan and the rest of them.
Right. So, no, it was not Lyndon B. Johnson. It was just Nixon, Ford. You skipped a whole bunch of motherfuckers.
What, 1968?
That is Nixon.
He took over after Kennedy, right?
It's Nixon, then Gerald Ford. Whatever the fuck.
Whatever the fuck it was,
right.
man.
So,
damn it.
right.
Niggas, man. I hate black people. Who the fuck? Hold on, we got to get this straight. I know Lyndon B. Johnson was 1968 because we know Obama was in there. Look, Lyndon B. Johnson was 1968,
Lincoln.
right? All right, that was civil rights and all that shit with Dr. King. After him, I don't know. Because I know 70s it couldn't have been Carter next. So it must have been like Ford after that.
No,
right?
it's Nixon,
Nixon,
then Carter.
Ford.
Nixon, then Ford, then Carter.
Okay.
Then
And
Reagan,
then
then
Bush.
then Clinton,
Bush,
then Bush,
Clinton,
and
Bush,
whatever. the
yeah.
fuck. Yeah.
Yep.
So, yeah, he's working for all these presidents. Been
Mm-hmm.
apolitical for the most part. Not a controversial figure
Not at all. Unknown.
until
Here we go. Always some bullshit.
he publicly disagreed with Donald Trump, and he made Donald Trump look dumb.
Yeah, that's all
He
it took.
embarrassed Donald Trump. So Donald Trump, during those COVID briefings, I don't know why he
Mm-hmm.
was there, but he was just making this shit worse, giving the American people like just wrong information,
Mm-hmm.
saying Donald Trump's saying like there's a miracle cure, wherever one of these medicines or something like that.
Ivermectin or some shit.
Before that,
Okay.
there was another one for what was it? I forgot why people took it for lupus, the lupus medicine.
Okay.
And Dr. Fauci was like, "Nah, don't take that.
You know what? Don't do that. Y'all.
Don't take that."
Don't take that.
And then it was like the Invector, whatever, the Vector Men, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Trump was, "Oh, it's a game changer. I'm taking that shit right now." And Fauci was like, "Nah, don't take that."
Don't take that.
Nah, don't do that.
Don't do that to yourself.
And he's like, Trump was like, "The mask, whatever." And Fauci's like, "Nah, y'all should wear that mask."
Wear the mask. You should wear that mask.
So he just kept
Real talk,
contradicting
wear
their
that mask.
Messiah.
Yeah.
And so they don't like anybody that goes against Donald Trump. Anybody who makes
Very
Donald
clear.
Trump look bad or dumb is an enemy. And so now they're gonna hopefully try to get for them. They're gonna try to get the House or the Senate back and drag this 80-something-year-old man before Congress and badger him with questions that they don't even know the answers to. I mean, they don't even know what they're talking about. He's going to answer them, and they're going to overtalk him and keep bombarding him with questions to try to trip him up and to make him look bad. That's what they're going to do, because that's what you do when you're protecting a cult leader.
Yeah.
And so I hope Dr. Fauci can just ride off in the sunset and enjoy the rest of his life. But I know
You already know it ain't happening.
if them Trump supporters get back in charge, that will
it's
not
happening.
happen.
It's happening, man. Because you know what happens in the midterms. In the midterms, usually the other party, it happens to both sides. Usually, if a Democrat's in office, in the midterms, the other side, the Republicans in this case, will win the midterms and win in the Senate. The same thing happens in the flip when Republicans are in office. That's how Democrats got control right now. Ted Cruz, our guy from Texas, man, not really our guy that's just slang. He said in January, a GOP Congress should hold Fauci fully accountable for his dishonesty, corruption, abuse of power, multiple lies under oath. Then he went on to sound even more like he's talking about Trump. He said, never in our nation's history has one arrogant bureaucrat destroyed more people's lives. And he's talking about Dr. Fauci. Now, listen, let me try to be fair and balanced, as they say on Fox News. The other side is, if you believe that wearing masks, having kids wear masks, and mask mandates ruin people's lives, because there are a lot of people that believe having to wear masks traumatize them and all these other things. Which sounds like a woke thing to say. That sounds like the Democrats saying someone had to wear a mask and I'm traumatized. That sounds like something the Democrats would say. But no, these are right wingers. If you believe that, then I could see why you would think that he ruined lives. But like, to me, the thing that angers the hell out of me is like, dog, you're literally saying about this man, Dr. Fauci, the same thing that the Democrats are saying about Trump. And I can understand why they're saying it about Trump, like his arrogance and shit like that. But maybe I need to see bigger, open my eyes a little bigger so I can see why they hate Fauci so much.
Man, Fauci had nothing to gain. Did he get some shit wrong? Especially early when we didn't know much about it,
Yeah,
of course.
It's a rough draft. But he's got to publish his rough draft for the world to see. It's kind of tough. Everybody fucks up on the rough draft.
Right.
My only question is, if the government was getting kickbacks from the pharmaceutical companies, which I would not be shocked about, is that a Fauci, is Fauci really connecting that and hustling and then coming off as a meek old man? That would be some slick shit if that happened. I'm not sure if that happened. I'm not sure if that's above his pay grade. Go ahead.
Honestly, man, I think people like Fauci, dog, first of all, he's worked for the government for 50-something years. He could have fucking retired, cashed that shit in, working for Big Pharma or whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
Years ago.
Facts.
Years ago.
Facts.
After the AIDS epidemic, he could have been all right, y'all saw me out there doing like the whole AIDS briefings. Y'all know me. Who wants me on their board?
After Magic Johnson made it to 10 years with AIDS, he could have just been like, all right, y'all, I crushed it.
I'm the shit.
I did that.
He stayed working with the government on the government salary.
Yeah.
Where there's a cap. So he could have traded that in for millions and millions of dollars. So I like to believe people like that,
that's facts,
are doing their best to like save lives.
Yeah.
Does he get it right all the time? Of course not.
But sometimes when you're grimy, your damn self come out, you see other people as grimy because you're thinking through your grimy ass eyes. Well, when we come back, man, go ahead.
I don't believe they think he's grimy. I believe they think that you made our boy look bad and now we on your ass.
We're gonna make you pay. Yeah. When you come back, man, would you rat out your mom for the sake of your pops? Ooh, a young man is in that position right now. We're going to talk about it next. It's the MRA podcast. Hey guys and gals, if you're enjoying the show, let someone know. Whatever app you're listening on, please subscribe, give us 5 stars, and leave a positive comment.
And why wouldn't you give us 5 stars and a positive comment? We're great.
Yes, we are. This helps our placement so that other people can enjoy the show as well.
And why wouldn't they? We're great.
You sent me this, man. This is straight from Yahoo. This is not ours. We got this from Yahoo, and we are going to give them their credit, and then we're going to use it. Here we go. A young man finds out his mom is having an affair. What should he do? So somehow this guy found out his mom has been having what sounds like an emotional affair. He explains in the article that, his mom doesn't look like his mom has met this guy, but because he's far away or whatever. But it felt to me like he's going through mom's email, which I can't understand that. That's just.
But no, there's her old boyfriend.
Okay.
And so, yeah, they don't knock him often.
Mm-hmm.
But he was saying it was emotional and definitely emotional, probably physical as well.
Of course, it's physical, dog. Especially if dude's an ex. You know how it is. Fellas, this is Chris Rock. I'm about to say it like it's mine, but Chris Rock. He said, pretty much, who the next guy is. You've seen him before. He's drank your wine.
He's been to your house.
He's been to your house. Like, it's like, dog, women ain't going far for their next ass. They just not. They going to the past for their next ass. And we all know who it is, Kamal. Yeah. You know who it is in your mind. The dude, I know his name. You know his name. I know the dude is for mine.
And I don't like the dude.
Why would you? We all know. Name the girl. We can name the guy in her past that we fucking hate to this day.
To this day.
Yeah. And somebody, Bobby hates you and definitely hates me. So yes. Anyway. Oh yeah, because dude can't stand you either, man. Now think about it, the dude we talking about. Because you won. You know what I'm saying? It was so perfect back in the day. Oh really? Oh really?
No, okay. I wasn't competing, man.
Yeah, okay. Anyway, man. I got way off track, dog. So anyway, this guy says his father, he's wondering should he tell his pops, because pops is his best friend. That's what he says. He said, currently my parents have been together for 26 years. They have no issues and never fight. Do you think I should get myself involved in this sticky situation? Kamal, you know I'm going to go first if this is Dear Erby. I don't mind going first for this. This is a Dear Erby-esque letter. You want me? You want it, or you want me to take it? Baby. What you got, dog?
Man, listen, I wrestled with this for hours, and I didn't really have a definitive answer until I pushed record.
Damn.
I'm taking this one to the grave. Pops will never know that I know.
Shouldn't know it. He shouldn't know that you know. This has got nothing to do with you.
Would never know that I know. And I might leave breadcrumbs. I might get mom's caught.
Hilarious. Damn, Gina.
But I'm taking this one. I'm taking this one to the grave, and I might bring it up at Pop's funeral to mom's.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying? But this one right here, nope. If they last 50, 60 years, because here's the thing about it. I know Pops is my best friend, and because the guy said he kind of found out in high school. And so I think he's in his 20s now. So it's been about 10 years or so that he's known. And so it's like if me and Pops is that tight, and I tell him 10 years after I found out, he might want to know why I didn't tell him earlier. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just going to act like I don't know. Nobody knows that I know. Moms will know I know. And so if I ever find out, I'm going to be like... For real? I'm going to get my best Denzel on, but nah, it ain't coming from me if Pops find out.
Man, you do not want to be a part of breaking up nobody's marriage. You just don't want to do it, man. That's especially a family. Don't be a part of that, dog. Your own damn family. Don't be a part of that. It doesn't end well. Let me tell you why I'm on team keep your mouth shut. What is it, the tape over your mouth like you on TikTok?
Yeah.
I'm on team shut the fuck up, and let me tell you why. My parents have been together 26 years, have no issues, they never fight. Okay, so that means she's not sloppy. Somehow you found out, so she's sloppy-ish, but they have no issues. Why do you want to give them issues? Too many times, people create issues because of so-called infidelity. Well, he was perfect until then, he's still perfect. Well, she was great, and no, she's still great. She's still doing the job. She's still coming to practice. Every couple has a job to do in their relationship. And if they're not having really issues, now one of it just could be your pops just swallowing it. We tend to do that, fellas. Ladies, you do that too, just to keep the peace. But more than likely than not, she's coming to practice. What does it mean, ladies, to come to practice? Whatever he expects you to do in the relationship. If it's calling 4 times a day, if it's getting his meal right, if it's putting the rice with the biscuits like my grandma used to do for my grandfather, that's your job. You do your job. That's called coming to practice. If you don't practice, you don't play. If you do practice, you should play. But they should not be going into the film and finding out that, oh, you're ineligible to play because you took money. Your mom took money to that Reggie Bush shit. Like, what the fuck does that got to do with Reggie Bush balling out of control of USC? Well, his mom was getting improper. He didn't have to stress about his mom. Get the fuck out of here. He had to stress about that lie. That ain't got nothing to do with how much Reggie Bush balled out. And this ain't got nothing to do with your parents' marriage, man. Stay out of it, unless the only way you need to confess is if you hooked them up. If you hook moms up with the side dick, then you are part of this.
Hey,
you should feel bad.
Using your Reggie Bush analogy, man, I'm going to take another football thing, man. There was teammates of Lawrence Taylor who knew he was out messing around, getting high and all of that shit, but he was coming to the game every day, sacking the quarterback 4 times, wrecking the other team's offensive line, messing up everything.
Yes.
And so that's you. You're Lawrence Taylor's teammate. You can tell the coach.
If you want.
If you want.
And then you're not going to win.
But LT's still showing up, doing what he's supposed to do.
Thank
and
you.
the coaches are
slipping,
not aware of it. Parcells has no idea.
Dog, if mom is tight, she deserves to keep her family together. Mom starts slipping, start missing practice, start missing games, then you need to talk to moms first.
Right.
Then you talk to Pop. But keep your mouth shut. Stay out of this, bro. We come back, man. Deion Sanders says there needs to be tears to the Hall of Fame. This brought tears to my eyes, Kamal, because it was cold, damn blooded. Is he right? Kamal and I will let you know next. It's the MRA podcast. You listen to us, but Kamal and I want you to know that we listen to you too.
Even if we don't always respond to your tweets in a timely manner.
I love how you said we, man. So if you have some feedback, maybe you agree.
Maybe you disagree.
Or maybe you just want to tell us how much you love the show, or that you want to testify about how we specifically helped you out. Or maybe you just want to tell Kamal how he was right or wrong.
But mostly right.
Whatever you want to tell us, hit us on our social. I'm at Kyle Erby.
I'm at Angry Kamal.
Hit us up and you just might hear your comment on the air.
Promise. We'll be gentle.
Kamal Abdul-Jabbar, my guy, Primetime. We both love Primetime. Is that correct?
Love Primetime.
Yeah, one of the greatest athletes of all time. Something that we can agree on. But he says there needs to be tears to the Hall of Fame because, well, just listen to what he said.
Sit up here just having a conversation about the Hall of Fame, Bob, Jock, and the conversation is that the Hall of Fame ain't the Hall of Fame no more. I love it. I respect it. I admire it. I think all the guys who are inducted definitely are deserving, but it needs to be a different color jacket. My jacket got to be a different color. It need to be a starting 11. It need to be an upper room. My head don't belong with some of these other heads that's in the Hall of Fame. Put my head, what they call them, bust? Well, I call it the head.
Bust.
Put my head. Do that. Put my head where my head supposed to be. My head don't supposed to be by them. I'm sorry. I'm just being honest. I'm saying what y'all thinking, and a lot of y'all Hall of Famers are thinking the same thing. This thing is becoming a free-for-all now, man. If you play good, no, it ain't good. It's people that change the game. Yeah. That's what the Hall of Fame is. A game changer. A game changer. Not, I played good. I had a good little run. I gave you 3-4 good years. No, dog. Game changers. Put my head where my head's supposed to be. I'm tired of my head. I'm sitting up here looking at night like, what are you doing here? No.
All right, Kamal, listen, bro. I didn't like that, man. Even though he might be right. And let me tell you why I think he might be right. I saw recently a tweet by the Lakers that they're going to retire Pau Gasol's number.
What?
And I'm not. Dog. Exactly. What?
What?
Pau Gasol's? No.
Oh, my gosh.
Dog.
Somewhere
no.
Byron Scott is turning over in his grave.
Dog. Pau Gasol.
And he's not dead.
He's not dead. But he's gonna want to be dead when he sees Powell's number up there, 16.
How many years did he play for the Lakers?
It doesn't even matter. I can't believe they're doing that, man. I cannot. I am like, oh, what? Jeannie, what the hell's going on over there? So I can understand this. I don't know these players the way Deion knows them. I don't like that he called them out. We just had a Hall of Fame group go in, and I'm pretty sure, if not everybody on this group, I don't think there was a lot of first ballots on there. It was a lot of people that had been waiting to get in, like the great Cliff Branch from the Raiders, who got in posthumously. I didn't love it, man, and I don't know who he was talking about. But the list of the people that just went in, and they said a lot of them weren't first ballot. What do you think about it, man?
I don't think there needs to be tears. I think it needs to be harder to get in.
Oh.
I agree with him, man. Hall of Fame should be like the greatest players of all time. Now, I think he's a little bit more stricter. He thinks that if you needed to change the game, well, obviously that puts him in. So he's like, he's the bar. I don't think Deion Sanders, somebody like that,
too high.
I don't think they should be the bar. But I do think, there needs to be a level of greatness. I think for multiple years you needed to be the best at your position.
Let's talk about who's in. Tony Baselli, great lineman from USC. He's undoubtedly. Cliff Branch, Raiders. I don't need to hear you hate right now. Great.
Okay.
Leroy Butler, safety. Sam Mills, I'm not so sure who he is. Sorry, it's going to embarrass me. Yeah, linebacker Sam Mills. D-line Richard Seymour, I thought he was great. And Bryant Young, I don't know who he is, but I don't always know the people. And Coach Dick Vermeil. And the first official to go in, Art McNally. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe some of these guys ain't as great as I think, but
no,
just because I don't know them don't mean they're not dope.
No, but they, like I said, you need to be the best at your position.
Yeah,
in my opinion.
Yeah, Dion is an all-time great at corner. I seriously doubt Leroy Butler is an all-time great safety.
Well,
He's
it's
a
not
great
just that.
safety.
I mean, like, was he, for like a 3 or 4 year stretch, the best safety in the league? And that, to me, that would be a good measuring stick.
Yeah.
Not just one of the guys, or he made, he was on the good team, or he made some
Pro Bowls.
He made some
Pro
Pro
Bowls
Bowls
to years played ratio should be very high.
Right.
They need to have,
were you all pro for 3, 4, 5 years?
Yeah. How many years did you play?
Yeah. To me, that's the measuring stick. Gasol being having his jersey retired for the Lakers. I mean, what do you expect with that organization?
Do not. Here's the thing, Kamal.
What do you expect?
Kobe does not win without Pau Gasol.
No, he
These
doesn't.
Are facts. He doesn't win, and there's the argument there. That's the only argument I guess you could have.
No.
But outside of that, fuck out of here, dog. I don't care.
I think Pau Gasol, if the late great Kobe Bryant does not die.
Yeah.
Pau's
not getting in.
I don't think Pau's getting in. I think Pau, since Kobe's death, untimely death, his relationship with the family, him filling in for Kobe, trick or treat, and it's like,
nigga, yes, the trick or treat.
It's like,
being down for Miss Vanessa.
This dude right there.
Let's get him in. Bring him in, guys. You know what? Listen, off the field, this man has been a Hall of Famer.
Yeah.
You know what? Let's put that 16 up, because ever since the great mama
been
passed
killing
away,
it.
he is finally
He
stepped
is
it up.
the homie Hall of Fame, first ballot.
He's finally stepped it up to where he should be as a man.
Yeah.
And Kobe had been trying to get you to grow a pair for years, and you finally grew one, man.
His homie duties
off the chain.
second
First
to none.
ballot, dog.
Yeah.
Hey, come on, we come back, man. We get into some whole shit. Then later in the show, we have a Dear Erby from a lady who's ready to kill her neighbor's dog. You heard me correctly. What should she do? Kamal and I got to coach her up. It's the MRA podcast. Guys, I have a comedy album. It's called Be a Man at All Times, and it's on, what's it on? Oh, Spotify, iTunes, or wherever you stream your content.
It's a damn good comedy album.
I appreciate that, man. There's stand-up on there. Kamal and I wrote a whodunit mystery called The Case of the Missing Balls. That's on there.
Based on a true story.
Check out the album. Show your boy some support. And you can buy it on iTunes. Keyword buy it. Stop streaming. Kamal, time for some whole shit. What you got, dog?
Okay. J-Bug of B2K.
What happened, Kamal?
J-Bug of B2K. Don't let me. I barely know these niggas' names, so don't act.
I know who they are. J-Bug's a light-skinned one that look like Chris Stokes.
I don't know.
He's light-skinned one, kind of chubby. Then you got Lil Fizz. And
Raz-B and Amari.
Raz-B. Oh, Raz-B might be the fat one.
Yeah, he's the chubby one.
All
I think
right,
he's
the
related
chubby
to
one.
Chris Stokes.
Yeah, that's why I said that. So J-Bug is light-skinned one that look like Ozone.
Oh.
I think I'll look it up, and then of course we all know Omarion, the great dancer Omarion.
But
from
I was
Audubon Junior High.
I was reading this, man. I was, oh my gosh, J-Bug needs to be on whole shit this week.
What happened, dog?
So this happened a couple years ago, but it just recently came to light.
I'm sorry. No, I'm so wrong. Okay, J-Bug is the dark skinned one. Like he's the dark. He's the other one.
So
Lil Fizz is the Bone Thugs and Harmony.
Your shit's about your knowledge of B2K is the same as mine.
It really is, man. And I should be so much better because, I know who these guys, they're down with Chris and these guys. They're down with Immature and, all that.
Hitting too close to home.
No, I don't give a fuck, man. I didn't know B2K like that. I knew I knew Immature like that, and of course Ball knows B2K. But yeah, I don't know him like that. But anyways, J Boog is the skinny one, and then Lil Fizz is the one that looks like he in Bone Thugs Harmony. That's light skinned. He could be a DeBarge. And then of course Amarion, and then who's the one that look like Chris Stokes?
Raz B. Right.
All right, go ahead. J Boog.
I'm just calling balls and strikes on this one, folks. I'm not.
All right, come on, man. Come on. J Boog, what'd he do?
Okay, so Amarion released a new book in which he speaks about an incident where fellow member J Boog taunted Raz B over Raz's previous allegations that their manager, Chris Stokes, had raped him.
No, he taunted a nigga over there. You taunt over a rape allegation, bro?
So Amarion's book is an audio book called Unbothered, The Power of Choosing Joy. And chapter 3 will be released on September 13th. I don't know why I'm
so he's dropping chapters.
Right. Like there's some video. Some video goes along with it too. The video shows an emotional moment by Raz B after J Boog mocks his sexual assault allegations. So here's the backstory. B2K went on tour sometime in 2019. And apparently word got to Raz that Chris Stokes was going to be involved somehow. That was a deal breaker for Raz. He hopped on social media and informed his fans that he would be quitting the tour because, quote, he didn't feel safe. Right? It's understandable. A guy you claim has sexually abused you when you were a kid is going to be around you on the tour, and who knows what type of psychological power and mental games he might be trying to play. And so nigga didn't feel safe. He's like, I'm quitting. And I guess
it is weird when you use that phrase though, Kamal. Feel safe. That's usually what. That ain't usually what we say, but
I'm just saying,
you gotta let him say it if you gotta say it.
Hey man, he got him as a little boy, and in his mind, he might still always be that little boy around this guy. It's like sort of like little brothers and big brothers. No matter how old they are, I'm a little brother.
Always had that. Yep.
So, well, in the clip shared by Amarion, we see J Boog standing in plain sight of Raz B, wearing a T-shirt that reads, "I don't feel safe."
Oh.
This obviously set Raz B off, and he became extremely emotional. Look, whether or not it happened to you, whether or not you believe Raz B, whether or not you got beef with Raz B, it's his truth.
Yeah, man.
And it's callous to mock or tease someone who truly believes they had a traumatic event happen to him. And it's painfully obvious also that Raz B can't beat J Boog's ass. You know, because he deserved it for that whole shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because I mean, like,
J Boog must be a boxer because he's real lean. He must be like a Sugar Ray type.
Right.
Everybody knows he got hands. He don't look like he got hands, but you know those skinny guys, the Mayweathers. Mayweather look like
obvious to me. Whoever he got, Raz B can't mess with him.
He got them quick and the karate kick.
That one right there, that would have been.
That's ass whoopable.
Yes, definitely.
Come out. You do not. First of all, what man is going to lie and say another man sexually assaulted him? Never heard of it.
No.
It's hard enough for a man to come forward and admit that happened. So for you to mock him, and I get, you might think he's lying and you might be on team, Stokes. And you might. Like I said, Stokes is a friend of a friend. I don't know these other guys. So I'm more likely to be biased for Stokes in this. But I don't know what happened. Even though Stokes is a friend of a friend, if somebody says that he did that, I'm not going to mock him for that, bruh.
No.
Because it might have happened. I don't know if it happened, but you do not mock a man or a woman, but we talking about men right now. You don't mock a man that said that happened. It's just this. It's childish and it's ass whoopable. And you're right. He should have. 3-piece combo.
Not just wearing the T-shirt, just taunting them. Like,
look, man, I'm all for the jokes and the tickles, bro, but that doesn't tickle.
No,
that's not a tickle. That's a headshot, and it's not funny.
No, not at all.
On Wife and Kids, Damon Wayans once said, "If they not laughing, it ain't funny." So that's how I look at it, my dude.
Yes.
We come back, man. We get into our personal lives. My man Skillsy Willsy has an official news that you told us last week, but we're going to talk about it. And when we come back, man, we got a Dear Erby from a lady who's ready to kill. I said kill her neighbor's dog. What should she do? Kamal and I got to coach her up. It's the MRA podcast. Hey guys, what's up? If you're enjoying this show, do us a favor and donate to our Patreon.
Word.
Just go to www.patreon.com. That's Patreon.com and make a donation to the MRA podcast with Kyle and Kamal.
Word.
It's that simple. Listen to the show, love the show, share the show, break the show off with some dough.
Bars.
Kamal, man, you got some great news about Skillsy Wilsey. What else? I mean, what's up with you? I don't know what you want to talk about. What's up with you, dog?
I moved my man in last week, man, to college. I moved him in
That's
last
crazy,
Wednesday.
dog.
Yeah.
That's crazy. I remember that dude was born. Now he's in college, bro.
Yeah, man. Set up his room and all that stuff, man. He got his schedule. I bought his books. They came to the dorm today, as a matter of fact, man. So, you know, he starts, sheesh. By the time this drops, he would have been in day 2 of class. Wow, he starts class on Tuesday, man. And so he's been enjoying himself, man. He's been letting us know, like, I'm living the college experience. It's like, you know, that first week before school, actually classes start, it's probably the best time of college. That time, before, you know, because you're on a campus with like-minded people the same age as you, no adults, not a lot of adult supervision, and you don't have to, like, read or turn in papers. You don't have that stress. You just having fun. And my boy's enjoying himself, man. So, you know, I'm proud as shit, happy. I'm on cloud 9 right now.
Well, you know, man, Junebug is going to be an Oregon Duck. Come out.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, man, he's going to be an Oregon Duck, bro.
That is dope.
Yeah, man, we working on fine-tuning that, and we're going to see how that works out, man. Well, I might have to go out there this weekend to get him settled in, because it's a long story long, but he won't be playing this season, that's for sure. Because I might as well tell what happened, man. So he was at Mount Sac, the same JUCO that I went to. First he went to San Diego State. Then he went to Mount Sac, right? But didn't play football at San Diego State. Went to San Diego State, then went to Mount Sac. And they call it a 4-2-4 transfer. It means you started at a 4-year, went to a 2, you go into a 4. What I didn't know, he didn't know, is when you get your AA, you can't just necessarily get into any school. I thought you can get in any school. I went to Southern. I didn't have a problem, but, you know, getting into Southern isn't as hard as some schools. Sorry to say, but it's just not. So I didn't realize that AA just isn't a blanket transfer. So when we took him to Montana State in January, we figured everything would be cool. We got an AA here, waiting for the transcripts, and then he found out that he was not eligible to play at Montana State because of the classes didn't match up. So he was like, cool, all right, cool. I'm going to go back to LA and let's see what I can get from it. Where else can I go? Well, then he finds out because you left Montana State, you cannot play in the fall because you can only transfer from 4 to the 2 to the 4. You got to play at that 4 in the fall. So he couldn't play at Montana State in the fall, and he could not play. He couldn't transfer. So he's not going to be able to play this year. So we're going to get him up there this year and try to get him, you know, somehow part of the program. And then I think in January, February, he'll be, you know, trying to get that last season in, dog.
He's walking on?
He's going to have to. Yeah, because nobody can offer him anything right now because he's not eligible to play. Yeah, but that's the thing, man. The pup, little man, it will be in Los Angeles playing football this season. I don't know if I told you that, man. They played their first game this Friday. So, you know, my boys is back, man. You know, Junior's going to Oregon. Little man's going to be right here in Southern California. And I'm happy to have the kids, at least 3/4 of the kids, back in town. But now it's going to be, again, it's never all 4, right? Because now it'll be 2 in town. So that's what that is, dog.
It's all good, man. You winning right now, man.
Man, life is good when the baby's at home. Hell yeah. Coming up, man, we have a Dear Erby from a lady who's ready to kill her neighbor's dog. What should she do? Kamal and I are going to coach her up. It's the MRA podcast. You need some advice in your relationship
and can't afford a therapist?
Yeah. Hit us up and we'll get you through this.
We won't even charge you a copay.
Exactly. The Dear Erby letter is our longest standing segment on the MRA, dating all the way back to the webisodes. This is where we truly save relationships one listener at a time. We've saved marriages,
encouraged divorce,
taught a guy how to please his woman,
encouraged divorce.
Yeah, so hit us up for advice and we'll help you out. Send your emails to dearerby@themrapodcast.com. That is dearerby@themrapodcast.com.
Lettuce. This is why I'm not a dog person. This is why I'm not a dog person, man, for shit like this. What I would do is I would get video documentation. I get some proof. Get a Ring camera or set up a phone, whatever. I would get proof that this lady is allowing her dog, the door's open, to come outside and eat your food. Show her and demand money. I want all my money back. That don't work. I'm going to the manager. You know what I'm saying? This is not what you signed up for. I'm sure there are leash laws that your building has to enforce, that the dogs just can't roam around. So now you have proof. And now the building manager has to do something. And then I'm taking this person to small claims court. I'm taking this person to small claims court, drag her ass into court, make her show up, make her get served and all of that stuff. I am going to make this woman's life as hellish as I possibly can, because it seems like after a while, after you've informed her, now it seems intentional. Even though she's not doing it on purpose, her not doing anything to stop it becomes intentional. Unless she thinks you're lying, and that's where the video proof comes in. But if she knows her dog's out there eating some shit, then yeah, this is intentional. And you are a better person than most. Because a lot of people would have that chocolate, would have that food with rat poison or something like that. They would. And then what's the neighbor going to say? You did this. Hey, wait a second. Your dog is getting out eating my food? I had no idea. What? How was I supposed to know? You've said this doesn't happen. Whatever. But you're better off. You're better than most. You're better than me. I wouldn't have poison, but I would have something that dog, wouldn't enjoy. But get the proof and go from there. Sorry you're going through this.
Yo, what's up? I'm Kyle.
And I'm Kamal.
And you're listening to the MRA podcast, where men come to talk and women come to eavesdrop. Kamal, this is bigger than Nino Brown, dog. My neighbor's dog keeps eating my food. I'm ready to kill him. Okay, let me tell you something. If you were a dog person, you probably wouldn't go there as your second sentence. I'm ready to kill him. I'm not really a dog person. Kamal doesn't sound like a dog person. So we're all on the same page here. But I just wanted you to know that energetically, you have let her know that you don't like her dog. I'm not sure if you guys share a lawn. I'm not sure what else that dog has done. But somehow, you and this lady are having a problem. And here's what I've learned about women. Whatever she's complaining about is not what she's mad about. She's mad about some other shit. So this lady is mad at you. That is why she is not even attempting. She is passive aggressively getting her revenge on you through letting her dog eat your things. So now my question is, what happened? Now, sometimes it's hard for us to figure out what we've done, because the habit is to say, I ain't done nothing, but it's something. Is the lady jealous? Do you have a man and she don't? Are you getting it? Are you getting dug out and she's listening? Are you playing your music loud? You know what I mean? What happened? Because my take is the real issue is your relationship with this neighbor. And now some people in complexes, they have neighbors that don't stay long. I hope that is the case for you, because one of y'all are going to have to move. Because I can't imagine if this dog was eating my food. Kamal, I hate when people say they love food. We all love food. Actually, some people don't love food. I've met some females that they rarely eat because they hate food, because the food puts the pounds on them, and I personally love it. I'm not a foodie, but I love it. So if I had an order and my neighbor's dog was eating my order, I would be so livid. And it would be very hard for me to see what I've done wrong in this. But I highly recommend everybody, every time you're in a beef, to figure out what you've gone wrong. Because I'm telling you right now, if y'all was cool, your neighbor would help more. If y'all was cool. she might think it's not a big deal because it's not a big deal to her. You know, some of these people, you know, you've seen them. They be kissing their dog in the mouth. Come out one time, I was I ain't gonna say where I was. I'm at a comedy club and we're eating, and this one comedian came and brought her dog to sit at the table where we was eating. And Owen Smith and myself kindly had to get up and walk out. Like a woke person protesting a scene in the movie they didn't like. We was like, I cannot eat Kamal. I'm not eating animal with the animal at the table. It just don't feel right to me, dog.
Yeah.
Dog, I can't do it, bro. And so I don't understand when I see him kissing their dog in the mouth and just like it's not. I'm old school, bro. Why the dog in the house?
Why is this damn beast in my house?
That is an animal that needs to be outside, man. I'm an outside dog, dude. I know that sounds crazy. White ladies are clutching their pearls right now, man. Why is this animal, this beast, inside of the house? I don't get it.
I do not understand it.
Yeah, so me and that neighbor, we're not going to get along. But I would just highly recommend you, if you listen to what Kamal said, go about that way. But just know that's going to cause more fire. When you have an enemy like that and they're striking you, you're going to strike back. They're going to strike back. It is the worst to have a neighbor as your worst enemy. How horrible is that? So if you could somehow find a way to peace, that's what I would recommend. It might take some a talking. It might take even a counseling session. But how much better is it if your neighbor, I don't know, have you ever not gotten along with a neighbor?
No.
Me neither, except one lady. One time she was mentally ill and her family had her there. And she would be yelling in the middle of the night, and she would make crazy threats and stuff like that. And every time we said something about her family, would apologize, like we can't take her anywhere. You know, it was that situation. But other than that, man, never had no beef with the neighbor, man. I can't imagine what it's like. But I'm telling you right now, man, if you could somehow try to fix that thing, please do, because do what Kamal said, and you know, if you got to do what you got to do, you got to do what you got to do. But I don't recommend that either, dog. All right, Kamal, where can we find you?
Twitter, Instagram, and Clubhouse at Angry Kamal.
Nice. I am at Kyle Erby 13 on Instagram and TikTok. My Twitter is Kyle Erby. My Facebook is Kyle Erby. You can find us both at the MRA Podcast on Instagram and on Facebook. Kyle Erby and on Twitter. KyleErby.com is my website, and the MRA Podcast is where you can find the MRApodcast.com is where you can find all 208 episodes we have done. Kamal, you bring it every time, man. I appreciate you, my brother.
No problem.
Thank you for your insight, my dude.
Man, thanks for having me. I enjoy it every week.
Man, me too, man. Ladies, we love you. Fellas, be a man at all times.
Deuces.
MRA.